Everybody, welcome back. It is me, your old pal Orpheus, yes, with another edition of Orpheus Plays. And this time we are playing Diggus Bickus. I'm sorry, I forgot I had that horse out. But I'm dressed like a pimp, so I mean, whatever. Anyway, we're playing another edition of Red Dead Online. Yeah, I've been playing this for a little bit here. And we're going to just have a little bit of some Western adventures. This is my horse, Diggus Bickus. He is one of the larger horses that I have. As you can see, he's like huge. I think he's like a Clydesdale or something like that. But big old horse here, you know. Anyway, don't get angry, horse. Look, I gave you a mustache, and what else do you want? Anyway, so I hope you're doing well wherever you are today. Yeah, you right there. I hope whether it's day or night, or you're flying across the Atlantic on a 727 and a kid keeps kicking your seat behind you, and this is the only respite that you get. I hope you enjoy it, because we're going to try to have a little bit of Western fun and mess around here in the Old West, I guess. Is this the Old West? I think it is. I mean, it's supposed to be, but I mean, there's a lot of anachronisms going on in this, which is like things that are out of place for the time period. Anyway, so we're gonna do a little bit of collecting here today. I want to find some things. Let me see if I remember how to do this. It's been a while since I've played this. So, collections, documents. Do I have any collector maps? Yes, I do. I need to do something that I can dig up. So, arrowheads. Yeah, that'll work. All right, let's see where we are. Let's see what kind of terrible places it sends me this time. So by default, it usually sends you to the closest one. Yeah, that's not bad. All right, let's get Diggus Bickus on the way. Do. Hello, can you? There we go. Yeah, he's not the fastest horse, but man, can he plow his way through basically anything. Now you're gonna notice a phenomenon in this game. I get thrown off horses a lot, and I fall off of things a lot as a character, and yeah, there's a reason. Sometimes with my brain trauma, because I have a traumatic brain injury, if you didn't already know that and you haven't watched some of my other videos, I have what's known as a TBI, oh god, or a traumatic brain injury, which makes things a little bit different. It puts a little filter on the world for some things. It can also affect my coordination, my memory, my balance, my ability to speak. And I might actually try to do another one of the days where I'm having what's called a brain day, where I can't communicate. Sometimes I get those, and I did one for Blade and Sorcery. I didn't actually play the game, like murdering digital people, but I did have I did record some of the audio and kind of moving around a little bit. And so, hello sir, good to see you. And so I tried doing a recording of that. I might try it here on a capture, on the console capture. It could be interesting, or it could just be really awkward. We'll see. But yeah, I have a traumatic brain injury, so the point of that is my hands and my other nerves sometimes just don't do what they should. It's real. Okay, so stay away, other player. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh my god, there's another player who's gonna do something. Oh god. Oh no, my digital horse. No. Can I revive him? Can I please revive him? I can't revive him? I don't have horse reviver? No, I have to have... There we go. Yes, I do. Alright, here you go. There you go. Have some horse reviver. Anyway, so you'll notice that my hands... my hands sometimes twitch, and... that's because I occasionally just... They do the wrong thing. This guy has a weapon out. I don't trust you, dude. Boy, is he surprised. I will res his horse, though. I won't be a total douche. Let me res his horse. Can I res your horse? Nope, I can't res his horse. Time to leave. Time to leave. He's going to kill me. Get on my horse. Oh god. You get nothing, you lose. Good day, sir. No. He's gonna use his special fucking dead die. Oh no! But you'll notice I do that stuff a lot because my hands twitch. Oh no! Oh, because I'll get a twitch on my hands, and it'll. Oh God, get me out of here! Ah, it's just murder in the Old West everywhere. But yeah, my fingers will twitch or something when I'm trying to like. Okay, so the steering for these horses is kind of sloppy, right? And so you'll turn and it doesn't turn right away, and so when I'm trying to like dodge something, or like the coordination thing where I'll try to like be running and I'll hit the jump button and it just doesn't happen at the time when it should. And so I'll just kind of pitch into something and just fall all over the place. Again, it also has to do with the handling these horses. Some of them they handle like butter on a friggin' hot plate, man. They just all over the place. And so yeah, I do a lot of pitching off my horse. What is this red thing that I'm seeing on my map? What is this? What is that? So yeah, I do a lot of falling. There's a guy that's just right there, and it's telling me all about that, huh? Okay. We're gonna go to this one right here instead, because that guy's probably so pissed at the other one. I blew up his horse, and again, folks, I will tell you, we're talking digital animals here, so if I blow up a horse in this game or fall off a cliff or something, relax. It's not a real horse. It's not real people. Anyway, let me heal up my horse real quick now that I think about it. Here you go. Have some horse meal. This'll make you feel better. I'll stuff something in your mouth from back here. There you go. Nom, 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 nom. So yeah. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, no, my coordination gets off, so it's a little weird. Anyway, so while we're playing Red Dead Online here, this reminds me, when I was younger, I went to a lot of different like motivational camps and stuff. For some reason, my parents, they sent me to things like, it was called Super Camp, which like immediately you're like, oh God, Super Camp, what the hell? Yeah, no, it was like a leadership and young entrepreneur and like, oh no, what is that? And young entrepreneurship and stuff like that. And it just, they like taught you trust building exercises and just crap like that, and just okay, you do this thing where they would do guided meditation, but it was like about how your potential is wonderful, and you're filled with the energy and potential. It's like shut up, you know. Anyway, so that was like a lovey-dovey hugging everybody, telling them that you're wonderful and you're full of spirit and energy. You're the most unique person. You know, the stuff that gets a little annoying these days when people say that. Like, anyway, so they'd send me to things like that, and apparently, I was a troubled youth, quote unquote, which is, you know, it used to be the term for like problem kid back then. And so I didn't realize this until much later. I went to something called Outward Bound. Okay, Outward Bound was it was a company that it is still around. They host like outdoor adventures for your kids, right? They're camps, but they're not just regular old camps. It's not like you just go and you do hiking and stuff. There are different programs that you can enter that are like, you know, kayaking and rock climbing, and the one that I did was it was off the coast of Maine, and it was sailing. So we were in a 30-foot, it's called a pulling vessel. So it's an open deck pulling vessel. So there's no cabin on it, no bathrooms, no anything like that. And it's called a pulling vessel because you have oars along with the sailboat. So the sail itself. And so it looks like one of those, you know, like the Viking ships where all the guys stick the oars out the sides and right? That's kind of what this looked like, just a little, you know, smaller version. And so there was like, how many kids were on that thing? 18, 20 kids or something. And we slept on that boat. We ate on that boat. we went to the bathroom off the side of that boat, and oh my god, awkward, right? Being on a boat with 19 other people and you have to take a dump off the side of a frigging boat. You just hang your butt off the side. Just use the old poop deck there. Anyway, let me see. Hold on, I gotta take out my do I remember how to do this? Take out my little wand. No, it's here. Isn't it? Oh god, I've screwed up. Where is it? I don't remember where it is. Oh no. Is it here? Oh no. Oh god, I've forgotten where it is. I know I have. Is it this thing? Oh no, I can't. I don't remember how to. Maybe it's here. Yes, I think it is. Is it? Yes. Oh, thank God. Anyway, so it was, hanging your butt over the side and then going to the bathroom, and we would stop at different islands, and we would like camp overnight on them, but it wasn't like, we didn't have tents and stuff. We would like build something out of a tarp and stuff, and it was just like this. You survive. It's halfway between like Survivor Man and a summer camp, and so went on this thing, and it was an interesting experience. Come on, where is it? There's an art to this, to finding these things. Am I getting closer? Oh look, there's a moose. Hello, moose. But it was an interesting experience because it like taught you the whole working with people thing and surviving together. Where is this friggin' thing? There it is. And so one of the times that one of the things that you did, so they'll take you and you go to like, it felt like a Coast Guard station, and they outfit you up with like your waterproof bag and your rain slicker gear, and like it was basically a duty bag or a ditty bag from Armed Forces. And so, except it was made out of plastic, and like you could roll it up and seal it. Anyway, so like we'd get outfitted with all of that stuff, and then go out to the sail to the boat, and just kind of, okay, there it is. We're gonna get on it, and they introduced us, and then the place where you stop first is like this way station. It was up the coast. And you stop there, and like, yeah, you had a couple of days just kind of getting acquainted with everything and meeting your counselors and the other people that you're going to be spending like 2 weeks on an open friggin' sailing vessel with rowing and pooping and all that stuff. Oh wait, let's see, where does it want me to go? Sometimes it just draws a line, and that line is very wrong. No, it's directed me the right way. Anyway, so it's like this, like a staging camp kind of thing. And so first of all, it was completely vegetarian. The entire program was vegetarian. And so you had nothing but granola. And okay, so back then they didn't have all those options like, Impossible Burgers and Beyond Meat and stuff like that. So it was like tofu derivatives and like kale and bean sprouts and stuff, and just no. Uh-oh. There's something. Oh God, there's something evil. What is it? No, stop. I don't know. Do not want. Except for the player. That's probably the same player. Oh God. No, thank you. No, thank you. Oh no, bad timing. No, it's a bear. Oh shit. No. Bad bear, go away. Here's this guy again. Where is he? Is this the same guy? I don't know if it's the same guy, but now he's dead. Sorry, Diggus. Time to get out of here. Go, my swift steed. So, completely vegetarian. Oh God, there's people everywhere now. Oh no. Oh no. So, we do this little staging thing. Okay, no one wore any deodorant or did a lot of bathing, so it was like stinky patchouli hippies everywhere. But anyway, oh God, I gotta get somewhere. Fast travel. Oh shit. Come on, fast travel. Yes. Oh, and I'm safe. Okay. But this guy. I don't know if you heard that. This guy totally just dumped right there. Yeah, no, you can't do anything. Oh, I'm sorry. Bye now. Anyway, so I found that this place was basically a troubled youth camp. Like, so if your kid is out of control and like, you know those boot camps they send kids to that, like, you know, it's a couple of retired like army staff sergeants, right? They're the guys that just, you maggot, you get down on the floor and you give me 20 kind of thing. So they take those people, you know, and like you send your kid to them and then basically get them to cry and everything, and then you rebuild them and tell them that they should respect it, that kind of thing, right? So I found out that this was kind of like that, except the idea was like they break you down in nature and completely like oh shit, there we go. What are you talking about? There we go. Stop. And so this is like they want to break you down and kind of give you an appreciation for nature and everything. Oh God, here we go. Now I'm safe. And so I went on this thing, and yeah, like it's for kids that are bad, I guess. Which it's like, all right, that's kind of interesting. But you didn't know when you're on the thing. It was like, you know, you just kind of. You go sailing and you go hiking and a little bit of rock, you know, free climbing, and you swim in the ocean a little bit when it's, you know, 55 degrees or whatever. Oh God, that sucked. And so you just chill out, right? But the thing is, why is my horse? Oh no, the horse is broken. Sometimes when you play, the horse gets broken like this. He's checking out the sights. Anyway, so. You know, you go on these little adventures with people, and you spend days just rowing this sail ship, and you know, sometimes you just put the sails down and catch some wind and just go along and see all the different nature and the wildlife and all that stuff. Okay, so one of the things that they do is called solo, and as the name implies, it is where they take you out and they put you on a little island. And this off the coast of Maine where we were like dozens and dozens of little tiny islands, you know, with just like little trees, and most of the time they had like, you know, a little bit of bushes and stuff like that. None of them really had any large game on them, like, so there's no like deer or anything like that. And they would they drop you off on one of those islands by yourself, and they'd give you a tarp. So they took everything else from you except for a tarp, your clothes. What else was it? Like a knife and some matches, a flashlight, and my horse really wants to be brushed. Okay, Diggus Bickus, I will brush you. And then they would give you a gallon of water and a bag that had an apple and some granola in it. Now, the apple and the granola was your ration for 3 full days worth, and it wasn't a big bag. It was like, you know, one of those. Whoa! One of the. Are you biting me, horse? What are you doing? But it was like, you know, one of those fold-over top sandwich baggies. Yeah, it was like that, and it wasn't full either. It was like, you know, what you would take with you to, like, you know, just kind of eat somewhere along the way. It's not like it was a big bag of granola. So yeah, an apple and a little bit of granola, and then a gallon of water. Now they would stop by every day and give you another gallon of water, right? So you got that, and that was your thing. It was supposed to be like a half spiritual cleansing, half you know, survival. Like you look inside yourself because it's still and quiet and all that. I don't look. Oh God, that's awful. Maybe I should censor that. Hey YouTube, that was just me. It was me spreading some strawberry jam on this deer, so that it would smell better for when I take it to a party right now, and it's tired. This is not gross at all. Don't censor it. Anyway, so. They put you on this island, and like, so they put me on this island, and I did not like it one bit, because if you've seen some of my videos on how my brain trauma works, I hear music literally 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, unless I am actively listening to something else. And so right now, even though I have the theme music and the score for this game turned down, so you guys don't hear it here, so I can play my own music underneath it. Um, I'm still, because I've played this game so much. You can tell I have basically every accessory. I have a collection of belt buckles in this game that would make any professional rodeo rider completely jealous. Anyway, um, so I know the music in this game, so it's playing in my head right now. The transition music and the different, like, Western themes in this game. That's what's playing in my head right now. And so when I was completely by myself and no sound, no nothing. Oh, I also forgot to mention they gave you a little emergency air horn. Like those ones that meep, that kind of thing, but it was like a smaller, like half-size can. And that was for emergencies. You'd blow it if you had to, summon help if you got hurt or something. So, yeah. So I'm on this island. It's completely still, completely silent, and the music is going in my head like crazy. It's like screaming at me, and I forget what it was. There's probably some trendy songs from the the local like the time frame, right? And it's so loud because I'm so stressed out, and it's like a radio turned on full blast. And so I'm there, and there's other people that are on other islands, and you can hear occasionally some of them trying to shout to each other to like talk. Is it this way? Nope, that's further away. And so they're, you hear people kind of off in the distance a little bit, or at least I thought that's what it was. I can't tell, because sometimes when I'm under a lot of stress, I also hear people mumbling, or it sounds like people mumbling in the next room, or saying my name. That's another weird one. And it's in situations where it's absolutely impossible for that to happen, so I know it's really strange. But so I'm sitting there, and this music is just blasting, and I'm under so much stress. And I had just come off the back of the Super Camp experience as a car goes screaming by outside. Anyway, sorry, I hope that didn't get on the microphone. And so I had just gotten off the Super Camp experience, which was like this loving, caring, compassionate, close-knit kind of thing. And now I'm sitting on this island after having to survive, and it's 2 days in, and I am absolutely frigging where is this thing? It's not getting any better at this. Anyway, so I'm on this island. I'm completely miserable. I'm stressed out. My brain trauma is going crazy, and I'm going, what? I can't do this. I'm freaking out, right? And so I go, and I'm like, how do I get out of here? How do I do this? I can't like just blow the horn and tell them that I'm having a nervous breakdown, because that's what was going on. I was losing my mind. I started getting delirious and weird, and anyway, it's a thing that can happen with autism, brain damage, all that stuff. Where is this frigging thing? Is it over here? Nope, I'm getting further away. Man, where is this on the map? Okay. Anyway, so I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I can't survive this. I need to do something in order to preserve my sanity. And I'm becoming depressed. I'm becoming anxious. I'm starting to get physical panic attack reactions to this. So I'm thinking, what can I do? Well, let me try taking, going to sleep. And so it's the first night, and I spread the tarp out, and I try to get some sleep. And if you've ever tried to just survive outside, there's you kind of have to go to sleep when it's dark, and you kind of have to wake up when it's light, right? So as soon as the sun comes up, you are awake, and as soon as the sun goes down, you can be kind of freaked out. It said that collectibles can be anywhere, right? Okay, well, give me a break here and show it to me. My brain's not mapping out where this is. Anyway, so I'm like, what do I do? Because the first night, it was mind-blowingly terrible. Like I couldn't sleep. Like there were bugs that were crawling all over the place. I was hearing animals and stuff, and it's when you're in the dark, there's only so much you can do. Right? This has to be bugged. I don't know where this damn thing is. But you can't just keep the flashlight on all night. It doesn't do anything against like the complete darkness. And so I'm sitting there and like I didn't sleep at all that night. It was a frigging nightmare. And it would have been nightmares if I had gotten to sleep. Yeah, this guy's like, I'm with you, bro. I feel it too. Okay, now I'm getting closer. It is ticking faster. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Right there. Yeah! As you watch me try that for the last 5 minutes. Holy Christmas. But so I couldn't do it. And I just sat there staring into the darkness the entire night. And I woke up the next morning. The next morning came, sunrise. And it had to be like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. And I said, no, I cannot do this. This is damaging my emotional and like spiritual self. I'm out here supposed to be, finding myself and having a spiritual awakening. And I'm quite the opposite. I'm having an existential crisis, right? And so the autism kicks in. And at that moment, I was blinded by I couldn't be alone anymore. And so I started thinking of ways that I can create an accident that will take care of, so I can get out of there. So I not just get off the island, right? It was, I wanted out of the program because this solo thing had happened. It was like a 2.5 week program or 2 weeks or something like that. This solo thing happened at like a week and some odd, like maybe 10 days in. And they're like, oh, the rest of it's going to be more of the spiritual awakening and finding yourself. And I was like, I can't do this anymore. I came from this supportive environment to this, like, you're completely independent and by yourself. And now, go out into the woods and find your spirit animal kind of thing. Okay. So I'm like, how can I do this? How can I do this? I don't want to like cut myself because that'll be obvious, self-harm. Not me. I don't do that thing. And, so I'm like, okay, well, what if I break my arm, right? How I could probably break my arm, right? Ooh, thinking about this, boy, this seems so stupid. And boy, folks, do not do anything like this. I have a mental condition. It was uncontrolled at that point in my life, and so I did things that were impulsive and damaging and self-destructive. So I started trying to break my own forearm. My right one. Is it my right one? I have to check because I can tell from the veins. Yeah. So it's my right one. I was trying to break my arm, and I was hitting it with rocks. Like I'd put it down between two logs and try dropping a rock on it, but I couldn't get high enough up. And I was like smashing it on a tree. I would run up to a tree and try to hit it on the tree right in the middle of my forearm. And if you're cringing right now and you're wincing and making a face, thinking back on it, I just hit a cardinal. Like I full on just splattered like a bug on the windshield of Diggus Bickus here. But looking back on it, it makes me just like my mouth drops open in horror. Like right now I'm just like, because I really made an effort to break my arm. But thankfully, the human body is a little bit more resilient than that, and it takes more than you trying to break your arm most of the time and to actually do it. What I did end up doing, though, is smashing up the tissue and like really violently damaging the muscle in my right forearm, and I crushed some of the blood vessels. I didn't know any of this until later. What I did notice was after I started hitting it on the tree that it swelled up. It swelled up really big, and it started to turn black and blue and yellow, and so there I was. I got my wish. I got to take this little emergency horn, and you're supposed to do 3 blasts if you get into trouble. And so what would happen is you would do 3 blasts, and then other people that were on their solos would also do 3 blasts, and you'd create this telephone chain of calling for help. And then someone out on the water, or presumably someone kind of keeping an eye on things, would hear it and come rescue you. Okay. So it was just some older couple, like some retired couple, and they showed up at the island. And I had been eating nothing but tofu and granola for the last 10 days. And they pulled up, and the guy gave me a cigarette, and they cooked a frigging cheeseburger on a little portable grill for me. They pulled that out. They got me a glass of wine. And like they're just like, everything will be okay. And they got on their radio, and they called for, I told them how to get in touch with the Outward Bound people. And they called them on the radio and let them know, and they came and got me. And I had to go to the hospital, obviously, for this. And they did all the x-rays and the examinations and everything. And I had thrashed my forearm. Now, the reason I said I got to look down and check to see which arm it was, first of all, is a really long time ago, so give me a break. Second of all, I can tell because the veins that run up your forearm, so like take a look at your forearm right now. And like from your elbow, you can trace those veins down into your wrist, right into your hand. You see those blue veins. Well, on my right arm, they're not really there. And the ones that are displaced off to the side. So I have extra veins that go off to the sides of my forearms instead of straight down. And that's because I trashed them so bad they had to like regrow themselves or something along those lines. So I'm at the hospital. They did all this stuff, and finally I'm sitting in like the little waiting room for the doctor to come back in and, I don't know, wrap it up or whatever. And there was a little mirror there, and I look in the mirror, and I was like a combination from rowing in this open, no canopy vessel in like the late summer. So of course we all took our shirts off and stuff, not the girls, but so I was tanned. Plus, I was so dirty, I looked like I was a different race entirely. Like, it looked like my ethnic heritage has changed. Not just that I was, like, tanned. I looked like I was, suddenly this deep Arabic, like, oh, hello, good to see you kind of thing. So, oh, God. That was cool, though, because I, like, walked around and no one really knew who I was for a little while. That was interesting. But yeah, so that's a story of going on Outward Bound. Yeah, I didn't get in trouble for it. They let me go home, and they refunded part of the... yay! They refunded part of the cost to my parents because they chalked it up as an accident that I got into, accident, quote unquote, right? And no one ever found out because... That's what the story I told him was, oh my God, I slipped and I hit it really hard on a log that was on this island, and I had no choice. It swelled up really big. It swelled up to like twice the size of my forearm, which is saying something because I kind of got like Popeye arms going on from swimming and everything my whole life. So having it swell up to twice the size, it was not pretty. Anyway, so that's the story for today. I hope you enjoyed it. It's kind of a long one, but kind of a fun one too. Some of my outdoor bound adventures. And then, yeah, found out it was a thing for troubled youths, but I didn't find that out for like another 15 years or something. I was just like, oh, I wonder if that program's still around. I look it up on the web, and I'm like, wait a minute, this was for like bad kids to like rewire their behavior and stuff. Like, that tells you what my parents thought of me. As if it weren't obvious already. Anyway, we'll see you next time here on Orpheus Plays. And as I mosey off into this western town, I hope you have a great day. I hope you have another great day tomorrow. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye!